up with all these clear pictures. And I saw this beautiful vintage picture. That's a Jeanette picture there. Sometimes when you find a new location of a thrift store, you just want to go back again because you're like, I really like that location. So I am back at the Grace Centers of Hope in Waterford, Michigan. I think it's Waterford Township, Michigan. $50% off all furniture, 25% off of everything else unless it's 99 cents or less. And white tag clothing was 50 cents. Looking in the figurines now, the music's really loud, so I might have to do a voiceover. This pig and this pig are so cute, but they're just modern figurines, like resin. It says from the Heartland, sold at Meyer. Oh, she looks interesting. I can already see there's petals broken on the flower. Spring Girls, 1984, Unesco, $2.99. Oh, if it wasn't for that chip, I would probably pick her up. Very pretty. So I found this green anchor hocking vase, but it's imperfect across this part and has some sort of inclusion or something right there. $2.99. I'm still debating about it. It's going to live in the cart for a minute. I kind of like this set. Now these are kind of green and those look more yellow, and the green back there. Definitely vintage. Still has its lid. I don't know what that is. It looks like something that would come off though. $4.99 for the set. I don't know. Oh, that actually had pepper in it. I wonder if they mean this whole set or if I'll have to find out. I also picked up these Currier and Ives plates. That one says autumn and this one says winter. Ironically, I have a picture frame with this same scene on at home, but I don't have the plates. I've never seen the plates before. So it's $3.99 each, but that's about what they go for. And I don't have the whole set of 4 either. I'm going to put them back. Let's find a spot. How about right there? So this is made by West Bend. I really like this, but that is not the correct lid. It should be the same color as that. Pretty lid though. I really like that lid too. That's an interesting thing. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, it's modern. $5. I like the basket weave and that it's blue. Up with all these clear pictures. And I saw this beautiful vintage picture. That's a Jeanette picture there. This is a gravy boat by Salem Stoneware. It is missing its underplate. It has two different prices on it. I'm going to put that back. And then this, it does have a lot of crazing, but it's Robinson Rand's bottom. So I'm going to get that because it's a pottery piece. I just saw this marmalade pattern underneath this teacup and saucer, and all the other plates are like together in sets, but this is individually priced. $1.99 a bowl. Same with the plates. If it had been maybe a set, I might have considered it. I love picking up the marmalade patterns, and that's a bit faded on that one. Made by International Stoneware. This is neat looking. It says Chromex USA. Definitely vintage. And there's that tea set still here, missing the lid. I don't know how much they have on it, but it also has some damage, like on the luster part. Otherwise, it's really pretty set. I'm just going to have a little bit of shadow on my face with the sun, and the sun is so warm. Just loving that the sun is out. It's still below freezing here in Michigan, like 27 degrees, 28 degrees during the day with the sun out. So we're not out of the woods with the winter yet, and of course it keeps snowing here and there, like a little bit. My total spend was $26.16, and that is because they had that 25% off of everything, unless it was 99 cents, and it's just 99 cents. I don't think anything I bought was that price. So I got pretty good deals and everything. I'm pretty happy with all of my finds, and that green vase is in there. The first one that I was like, I don't know. I decided to keep that, so that is back there. And then I'll show you in the haul everything that I got. That little Chromex dish, it had the plunder plate and then the dish and the lid. Well, when I was looking it up, they kept showing like a glass platter underneath it. And I was like, I wonder if it's on the shelf. And it was. I walked right over to it. It was right there. It was 3 feet away. And so I picked that up as well. This is the haul from Grace Centers of Hope, a different location than the one that my daughter and I went to. I'm going to start over here. I love picking up items that have spongeware to them. Not everything is worth picking up. So, of course, I looked at this one. I was like, oh, who makes this? It says Robinson Rand's bottom. It's part of Roseville Pottery. It says pitcher 1 quart. That's key to this because they make smaller ones. It does have a ton of crazing on it. Paid $3.99. And I think I can get somewhere between $12 and $15 for it. The smaller 1 pint pitchers that look identical to this go for around $5. This was a surprising find that I was able to pair up the underplate with this part. I found this part first, and right as I was looking at it, I'm like, boy, that is so shiny. It looks like Chromex. Don't even know why I thought that. And sure enough, that's exactly what it said on the bottom. $5.99, which is a lot to pay for it. But if you ever get the Chromex cake, like travel servers, I'm not sure how to say it, that has the cake cover and the underplate, and that you can like travel with your cake with it. Those are worth a lot of money. I did find one once, but it was broken and I couldn't pick it up. I was so sad. So this little underplate here goes under this glass one and kind of lifts it up a little bit. And then this fits right down in the center here. See that right there? And then this is a divided dish. And this is heavy. This is heavy. And I wish they had kept it together. But this was $4.99. And altogether, I think I can probably get in that $25 to $35 range for the set. I picked up the green vase. I told you about it in the car that yes, it stayed in the cart. It was $2.99. It does have like a defect on it. And I'm like, okay, it still has a defect, but I still think, oh, right there, it looks like there and maybe back here too, a few defects on it. But it's such a pretty vintage glass bud vase that I just had to have it. I think it will go somewhere between $6 and $8. I was on the other side of the aisle before I came around and saw this on the top shelf. That is a Jeanette amber pitcher there. There was a couple in there and they were looking at some of the glassware and other items on that aisle. So I was letting them have their space until I came around the corner. And the boyfriend was telling his girlfriend that all of his glasses in his apartment came from a thrift store, which I thought that was fantastic. So this has a beautiful white floral design on it. It's fairly large. I paid, oh my goodness, this is so hard to lift. Trying to do this one-handed. $6.99. Let me see if I can get that back in there. There we go, without hurting it. I think I can get somewhere in that $25 to $35 range for the pitcher. And this little cute set, when I first saw this on here saying set for $4.99, I thought they just meant the creamer and sugar. Then I noticed the salt and pepper shakers behind it. However, these are almost a different color. I would think they are. They're kind of more yellow looking and these are more green. So we'll have to see, we meaning me, myself, and I, how I'm going to sell it. Should I sell it as a set because they do have the same design on them, or do I sell them separately? I don't think they're marked. Yeah, they're not marked. And when I tried looking them up, I don't think I came up with a brand. They are definitely vintage. I love the design of them. If I was to sell it as a set of 4, I would probably be in that like $18 to $22 range for them. I saw this beautiful hand-painted plate, and I was hoping it wasn't a collector plate. And when I turned it over, it said Havelin, France. So then I knew it wasn't a collector plate. $2.99. That is still a lot to pay for one plate. But I think I can get somewhere in that $10 to $12, maybe $15 range for it because it is Havelin. Now, all the prices that I showed you on all these items, I was showing you the full price. I didn't pay that much because they had a sale on all of the items in the store. The furniture was like 50% off, but all of the rest of the items were 25% off. So you'll have to take 25% off of all of those prices. So I think I did pretty well with my haul. Do you have a favorite, or is there something you like out of all of the pieces that I got? I am going to be washing up all of my finds and getting them listed. And I grabbed this item first. It had 2 price tags on it. So I was like, I got to see what that bottom price is. The top price was $3.99. The bottom is $7.99. I think that the thrift stores are finally realizing that they can't just keep upping the price of everything, or if they think it has value, or if they think it's vintage, they're just pricing it super high. And even when they run their sales, their inventory isn't moving. Resellers buy a lot of items from thrift stores, but it's got to be at the right price. This one, they lowered it from $7.99 to $3.99. And of course, with the 25% off, that was an automatic yes in my cart. I had a sale on Poshmark, and it happens to be this women's button down. It is made by Ann Taylor. I paid $2 and I sold it for $10 plus shipping. I added in a whole bunch of new items. Lots of Easter items in the middle there. Some vintage glass, pottery pieces. I have a few Fenton pieces right there. I am all ready for my live sales. I sold 2 items on my Buy It Now during a live sale. This is one of the items. Let me put that down over here for a second. And then I also sold a set of 4 of these bread plates. I did a fast-paced 30-minute pop-up live sale on knickknacks.net, and I sold 3 items. It's so funny when it's a short period of time and you're just go, go, go. 2 of the items were out of the Buy It Now. Those were purchased immediately. The lidded sugar dish there, which is fairly large, and the 4 bread plates. That is made by Shenango China Restaurant Ware. It's called Rim Roll. The color is green. They do come in different colors. I also sold this compote. It does look like an anchor hocking, but it is not the anchor hocking version. This is just a pressed glass. It doesn't have any sort of brand. It's definitely vintage. And then in the evening, I ran the show again, and I sold the piggy bank. This is Natco Ware vintage piggy bank. All in, my cost of goods on all 4 items was $7.43, and I sold them for $40 plus shipping. So you can probably hear how rough my engine's running right now. I actually have a recall on my car. I have a Ford C-Max hybrid, and there's a recall on the bushing. So I have an appointment this morning. I'm going to go take my car to be fixed, and I hope my work truck is back in order later this afternoon. So now that I dropped my car off, I walked over to the Great Clips, and I'm going to get my hair cut. I'm trying to get the rest of that color cut out. And after I'm done here, I have one more place to go, maybe 2, and then I'll be able to walk back and get my car. I got my hair cut, and now I'm ready to go get lunch at the Red Olive restaurant. I am so happy I got my work truck back. It's all fixed. I got an oil change. And so now I am heading off to drop off some donations at the Goodwill. And of course, if I'm going to be there, I am going to do some thrifting. That will be on another video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Put any comments down below, and I will catch you guys on the next one.